Right, so a few hours into the removal of the independent rear suspension on the E-Type, it's gone really, really well actually. Underneath the car is nice and solid, which is good. All the bolts came out nicely, which is also very good. And a lot of what's come out is in nice condition. So I'll just show you what I've done. So the thing's right in the air, as you can see. Obviously the wheels came off, took them underneath the car to keep them out of the way. So the shock absorbers are there, the two shock absorbers for the right hand side, and I've labelled them there, so I shall take those apart individually and clean them and see how good they are, and if they're not, then I shall replace them. But I think that they actually look pretty good, to be fair. Here are the wishbones and the hubs, so a lot of grease in there, so that's a strip down exercise as well. So the trailing arms are coming off, clean paint. There's the new differential. There's the passenger side there, and then you can see underneath here, you can see the prop shaft sticking out between the two, just between the two and above the two exhausts coming out. The exhausts are just on the floor over there. Then now we have a big hole where the suspension used to be. So I'm going to get in there and I'm going to have a little bit of a clean around, although the whole thing's actually been undersealed nicely. But I'm going to also have done a bit of cleaning around there. I'm going to lana guard the whole bottom of the car, and I'm going to fill every crevice I can find. So yeah, so quite pleased with that. Here's the cage. So I had to take that, the whole thing was so heavy with all these parts still attached. Lifting this off the ground was pretty much all we could do. So we stripped the drive shafts off and everything to take some of the weight off. All the inner wishbone bits and pieces are all there, so I'm going to replace all the perishables. All the metal parts are all good. I'm going to replace all the perishables. This is going to be a nice strip down. I've got a parts list now, which is good. So although the brake discs aren't heavily worn, they're a bit corroded and there's a few scoring marks on there. So I'm going to take the brake calipers off, take the handbrake lever off. All this is all coming out, and I'm going to separate the cage from the differential, and then I'm going to just start cleaning. So all the brake hoses are all going to come off, clean it, paint it, rust treat it, and then get ready to put that new diff down there in there. An interesting thing, I'll go forward. This is, I didn't realise that this was a limited slip differential, but when you turn this with a standard open diff, correct me if I'm wrong, if you turn, I'm turning it anti-clockwise, so turning it anti-clockwise, that one rotates forward at the top, and that one also rotates forward at the top, which tells me that's also a limited slip diff. So, and there's very little play in there. There's a little bit, but very little play in there. So so I think that'll be good for somebody who's got a different setup to me, because for my car that's a little bit low geared. It never really wound. It wasn't a whiny diff, and then it wasn't clunky or anything like that. But it was just too low geared. So there we go. So that's a few hours into day one. I'm just going to wrap everything up now. And so yeah, very pleased.